Tottenham versus Chelsea, Premier League football match. This is a PES 21 simulation football gameplay. Please subscribe, like, and share, and enjoy this game. Thank you.
So hello and welcome one and all from what I can only describe as footballing utopia. The weather is perfect, the fans are in great voice, and the players are all set to get started. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. True heavyweight clash.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope that the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige them.
And that gets things running. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, I really like the look of this fellow, João Pedro, Peter. He has a lovely brand of flair, skillful, quick, composed, always looking to exploit spaces in and around the box. I expect to see him getting heavily involved with his side's attacking play here.
The doggy has got himself a free kick.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. João Pedro, Fernandez, James, forwards and with intent. Now it's João Pedro, Garnacho, Bentancur wins the duel this time. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Johnson. Udogi. Bentancur. And it's Bentancur. Oh, good ball! Solanke shoots! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Here's Bentancur. Now then, the ball's come loose. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Fernandez. And he goes cross-field. Now it's João Pedro. Goes for a shot! That's really well cleared. Fernandez. Hit into the middle. Vicario claims it without any fuss. Pedro Porro. Sarr. Udogi. Sarr. And it's Bentancur. And the finish! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
That's really well manoeuvred. Pedro Neto, now he's off and running. Solanke, pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Johnson. Pedro Porro. That's tidy. Bentancur. And here's Tell. Tell spread out to the left. Chalobah getting this one clear. Sarr. Bentancur caresses it through. Fernandez gets it away. And it's Porro. Sarr. João Palhinha. And here's Solanke. It's a loose ball.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Pedro Neto. Cucurella. Palmer. Garnacho. Fernandez. Palmer. He's going to be disappointed with that. And it's played forward. Sarr. Solanke played out to the left flank. Sarr. Bentancur. And it's Porro. Van de Ven. João Palhinha. Played out wide. Sarr. Now it's João Pedro. Caicedo. Chalobah. Palmer. James, gently done. Fernandez. And he has been fouled there. Is there, and he can get that clear. Great work on the overlap. Fernandez. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
He's gone for goal! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Palmer. João Pedro. Fernandez with the short one. Decent chance! And it's Cucurella. And it's played in here. He can get that clear. Played out to the right. Very nicely done. Gets his head on it! He thumps it clear.
Well, it's been a very attacking start here. It's looking good for them if they can maintain what we've seen.
And here's Solanke. Garnacho. Palmer. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Garnacho. Palmer. Caicedo. Palmer. Tries a shot! Palmer. Here's a chance! That's good play. Garnacho takes a shot! He wasn't that far away.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Van der Ven looks to the other side. João Palhinha. Bentancur. Pedro Porro. Bentancur. Brennan Johnson. And here's Solanke. Now that's a fine challenge. And that was very necessary. João Palhinha. Udogi. Udogi puts a cross in. And here's Solanke. Goes for the shot! And they couldn't read. Garnacho. First quarter of an hour gone. 0-0 still. No lack of chances, though.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
Caicedo. And here's Neto. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Pedro Porro. Sarr. Udogi. And here's Solanke. Gets it away.
Solanke really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Solanke. Now it's Johnson. The ball is loose and the chase is on. It's Caicedo. Palmer. Caicedo. Nice control. Looking for a decent ball in. He's having a shot! Oh, he couldn't get hold of it.
What a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Well, they've seen lots of the ball. time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. Johnson, oh, good spread. Garnacho. Colwell. Caicedo. Chalobah shifted upfield. Great defending, strong and determined. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Sarr. Bentancur. Tell. And here's Solanke. Out to the left it goes. And here's Sarr. Tell. Bentancur. Garnacho. Bentancur, and here's Johnson. Johnson is fouled.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. Obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. He's gone direct. It's anyone's ball now. James. Fernandez. Palmer. Caicedo. Bentancur. Udogi. Udogi charging forward down that flank. Solanke. Chalobah gets good distance on it. And here's Johnson. And reclaimed it in a trice. This has gone, that's a foul. And he's going direct. And it's Toro. Out to the right. Johnson played with finesse. Corner given. And it's been taken short. Muscular approach does pay off here. Colwell, aim forwards. Cucurella. Cucurella, head over towards the opposite flank. Fernandez. Caicedo. Palmer. Garnacho. Out towards the flank. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Garnacho. Can he finish? Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Romero. Van de Beek. Bentancur. Pedro Porro. Now that's well seen too. James. Colwell. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. No, he's overshot the green. Van der Ven chooses to go cross-field. Romero. Johnson. He's on it, can he get away? And the ball's come loose here. Oh, they could be caught out here. Chalobah getting this one clear. Moved on forwards. And it's played forward. Now it's Pedro Neto. That's good defending, very good defending. Pedro Neto showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Tell. James, forwards and with intent. Succumbs to the pressure. Caicedo. Now it's João Pedro. Romero does really well to win the ball there.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Decent progress down the left. Great run on the overlap here. Udogi. Udogi gets a cross in. And it's Udogi. Sarr. Pedro Porro puts the ball in. Chooses to go back. Sarr. Fernandez, gently done. And here's Garnacho. Now it's Garnacho. Fernandez pings it across. Cleared away. Romero gets rid without sophistication. João Pedro, and here's Neto. Pedro Neto, chance to shoot. It's off target and by quite a way.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Palmer wins the duel this time. Pedro Neto. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. Caicedo. Pedro Neto. Caicedo. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Solanke. Now it's Tell. And it's Udogi. And here's Solanke. João Pedro. Fernandez. Bentancur. Pedro Porro. Johnson. had better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Garnacho. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. Palinha. Brennan Johnson. Pedro Porro looking to hit the byline here. Now who's going to be first to this? Cleared without complication. Hoisted in. That's an excellent interception. That's really well manoeuvred. Solanke in out towards the right wing. Proves too strong. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. João Pedro. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. João Palinha. Pedro Porro. Bentancur. Sarr. Udogi. Sarr. Good ball, good take. And he's had a shot! Pedro Porro makes the interception. Brennan Johnson. Bentancur, that's a delicate pass. Over to the left. Sarr. Goes for goal! Straight at the keeper.
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
Garnacho. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. And it's Palmer. Caicedo. Shot a goal! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Romero. Udogi. João Palinha. Udogi. Tell. Palmer. James. Fernandez. Palmer. Played towards the other side. Correa. Caicedo. João Pedro. Fernandez. Fernandez puts a cross in. Van de Ven. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. And it's Porro. Pedro Porro drives forward on the overlap. Chalobah can get it clear. Fernandez. Pedro Neto chasing after it. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Carries far too far and out of play. Garnacho. Palmer. Tell. Solanke. Cucurella. Caicedo. Palmer. Garnacho. Fernandez. Oh, played through for the wide man. Udogi tries to clear. Referee's given a throw. No way through, so back it comes. Palmer. And it's Palmer. Tearing through the shapes to shoot! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Fernandez plays it short. It's a mighty effort! There it is! With half-time at hand! Perfect timing! It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
And here's Solanke. Tell. Out to the left it goes. Oh, that's a miss! Having a shot! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Palmer. Chalobah. Chalobah shifted upfield. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Pedro Porro. Brennan Johnson. Here's Johnson. Tell! Oh, it's come loose. And that has been cleared. Showing good feet. So who's he picking out? Bentancur. Might be dangerous. Johnson!
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
Udogi cuts it out. Caicedo with a definite foul there. Romero. And it's Sarr. Bentancur. Sarr. Pedro Porro. And here's Johnson. Oh, that's well done, really robust.
And Solanke! Taken with style. They have come roaring back. Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Second period then underway. Fernandez. Sarr. And here's Solanke. Tell. Oh, sweet feet. Sarr. Applies the finish! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Caicedo. Palmer. Caicedo. Now it's Pedro Neto. And it's Caicedo. And there's the shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Caicedo is offering a wry smile there.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Palmer. And he shoots! That's a half-decent try.
Garnacho has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Van der Ven aim forwards. João Palhinha. Udogi. And it's Sarr. Out to the right. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Keeper's got good distance on that. Sarr. Pedro Porro. Sarr. Brennan Johnson. And here's Solanke. Goes down, but nothing given. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Chalobah gently done. Pedro Neto. Colwell. Caicedo. João Pedro. Garnacho knocks it out wide. That'll be a throw. Fernandez. And it's Caicedo. And they've got a throw. Sarr. Sarr. João Palhinha. Brennan Johnson. A chance to play it in. Chalobah gets it away. And it's Porro. And here's Tell. Sarr. And he's been booked for simulation.
Correctly so, Peter. It's an element of the game we just can do without.
Caicedo. Garnacho. Palmer. Garnacho. Caicedo. Palmer. Played back in. Fernandez picks it up out wide. João Palhinha. Tell. And here's Solanke. João Palhinha. Pedro Porro. And here's Johnson. Played out wide. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. And that is out of play. And here's Sarr. And it's João Palhinha. Back into the middle. Palhinha spread out to the left. Chance for a shot! Pedro Porro goes short. Sarr. And here's Tell. Pedro Porro. And here's Johnson. Bentancur. Sarr. The doggy puts a cross in. Away. Udogi. Sarr shifted upfield. And here's Johnson. Gets a good foot in there. Pedro Neto. Cucurella. Caicedo. That's really well manoeuvred. Bentancur has created one goal already. And that's been won straight back. Tell. Udogi has given away a free kick. Now this is interesting. He has already had his name taken once. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Oh, Peter, what a lucky boy. A telling off as opposed to a sending off.
Colwell. James. Caicedo. Fernandez. And it's Palmer. Pedro Neto. Caicedo. Palmer. And here's Garnacho. Moved on forwards. Solanke. Johnson. He's in plenty of space here. Nicely intercepted. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. Cucurella. Now it's João Pedro. Great defending, strong and determined. Fernandez. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Tries to get it clear. It's a good run down the left-hand side. That's very neat. Plenty waiting in the middle. Oh, that's neat. Tells cross. Chalobah attempts a clearance. There are a few waiting for it. The doggy climbs up big! And the header is disappointing in the end.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Pedro Neto. And it's Caicedo. It's run loose here. Now it's João Pedro. Oh, the ball's come loose here. There's the shot! And it's played forward. Tell. Sarr. João Palhinha. Garnacho. Palmer. Fernandez. Pedro Neto. Now it's João Pedro. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, it's come loose. Solanke. He's being urged to shoot. That has found him in acres of space. Time to deliver. The doggy opts to play it back. Nicely shaped cross. Fernandez. Garnacho. Fernandez. Palmer. Palmer forwards and with intent. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Udogi. And here's Solanke. And it's Porro. Ball driven towards the far post. Too much distance on that. Pedro Neto. James. Aim forwards. João Pedro. Well, and the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
João Pedro clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And here's Solanke. And that was nowhere near his best. James. Palmer. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. João Palhinha. Bentancur, gently done. And it's Porro. Pedro Porro flashes it across. Caicedo. Pedro Neto. João Pedro. Garnacho. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. And it's Palmer. Good chance here! Great strike. A test for the keeper.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Van de Ven. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And he is going into that little black book. Van de Ven. And here's Johnson. That's surely a foul, free kick. He's gone for goal. Crossbar comes to the rescue. Chalobah clears it away. Now this could be... And the shot! Punched away. Sarr. Chance! Just off target.
Sarr usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can, though.
Can he deliver? And it's Udogi. Bentancur. And here's Tell. Sarr. João Palhinha. Pedro Porro. Now it's Johnson. Johnson has been caught there, it's a foul. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. The doggy have it back and can go again. Sarr takes the shot! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Sarr just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
Pedro Neto, probing pass. And that is going out for a goal kick. Johnson. Tell. Sarr. Tell. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Now it's João Pedro. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And a chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Bentancur. Pedro Neto does really well to win the ball there. Bentancur. João Palhinha. Brennan Johnson. And here's Solanke. Tell. Pedro Neto. João Pedro. Palmer played out to the left flank. Garnacho. Up he goes! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Pedro Porro. Johnson. Crossed into the middle. Chance, surely! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. That's a throw. Bentancur. And it's Porro.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Caicedo. Colwell chooses to go cross-field. Fernandes. Oh, he's found support out wide. And he cuts out the supply.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Alcedo. Palmer. Now it's Garnacho. Fernandez. Oh, such a clever touch. Bentancur wins the duel this time. Tell. João Palhinha. Pedro Porro. Bentancur. João Palhinha. If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. And it's Udogi. Nice physical challenge.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Pedro Neto. That's really well manoeuvred.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Moved on forwards. Tell. Lovely bit of skill. Bentancur. Pedro Porro. He is just caressing the ball. And here's Johnson.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Pedro Neto. Lovely feet. João Pedro. Now it's Garnacho. Oh, what a climb! It's in, and that looks to me very much like an own goal.
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Romero. Tell. And here's Solanke. Udogi picks it up now. That is lovely. Tell. That's going to go a long way. Ball's gone out of play. Oh, lovely feet. He is such a good mover. And he welcomes... Real chance! And that could have brought them level.
Bentancur really wanted that, didn't he? Probably a little too much, to be honest.
João Pedro. Oh, good spread.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
João Palhinha. Caicedo. João Pedro. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Sarr. is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Palinha.
Look, their supporters must be going barmy about this because there's no sense of purpose in what we're seeing. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
Oh, nice touch. And it's Cucurella. Oh, that's nice. Played into the mid. Chance! Goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Two up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Pedro Porro. Bentancur. Johnson. Sarr. Cucurella. Colwell, Caicedo, Colwell, Cucurella, Caicedo, Cucurella, Chalobah, Pedro Neto, Caicedo, Fernandez, Garnacho. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Referee has just said play on. Solanke. Great defending, strong and determined. Colwell. Caicedo. Pedro Neto. Colwell. Caicedo. Palmer, Chalobah, Fernandez, played over towards the opposite flank. He's had a shot! And for a moment, time stood still. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Fernandez. Chalobah shifted upfield. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Fernandez. Palinha concedes a free kick for that. João Pedro. And the shot! Van de Beek. Pedro Porro. João Palhinha. Sarr. And it's Udogi. Lovely feet. Bentancur. Johnson. And that has been clubbed away. Pedro Porro. And here's Bentancur. Defending of the desperate variety. Bentancur. Johnson. Pedro Porro. Nice control. Brilliantly cut out. It's really well cleared. Sarr. Tell. And it's Udogi. Udogi. A reprieve. And the referee brings it to a close. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day.